Title: Who Took My Stimmy? Over $200 billion vanishes from US COVID relief pots. TLDR. Hey fam, guess what? Over $200 billion in COVID relief funds seem to have taken an unscheduled vacation, according to a federal watchdog. It seems the US Small Business Administration, SBA, might have been a bit too eager to send the funds out and now can't find a chunk of it. So, remember those juicy stimulus checks and the government's Coronavirus Economic Injury Disaster Loan, EIDL, and Paycheck Protection Program, PPP, schemes? Yeah, those that added up to a whopping $1.2 trillion. Well, hold on to your socks because at least 17% of that may have ended up in the wrong hands. The question we should all be asking ourselves is, who let the dogs out? With our money. Now, the SBA is saying whoa, hold your horses. The real number is $36 billion, not $200 billion. They even pointed fingers at 2020, under the Trump administration, where over 86% of that likely fraud occurred. I guess we can call it a bad hair year. But, let's think about it for a second, isn't $36 billion still a lot of moolah? The Inspector General, on the other hand, has got some big numbers of his own. They're suggesting that more than $136 billion went walkabout under the EIDL program, with the PPP program missing a modest $64 billion. I mean, that's a lot of people saying, thanks for the cash. Don't know what you're talking about. Isn't it? Let's not forget, Uncle Sam is fighting back, launching a COVID-19 fraud enforcement task force, and even appointing federal prosecutor Kevin Chambers to investigate. And not just on these programs. Last year, fraudsters reportedly nabbed $45.6 billion from the unemployment insurance program, using some dead people's social security numbers. Not cool, guys. Not cool. Also, back in September, charges flew against a bunch of folks who were apparently caught swiping $250 million from a government program meant to feed hungry kids during the pandemic. That's just low. But hey, on the bright side, we're talking about it, right? And who could forget that separate watchdog report earlier this year that mentioned the US government had given about $5.4 billion in COVID-19 aid to people with questionable social security numbers. I mean, really? Where's Maury Povich when you need him for a good lie detector test? Disclaimer, this article is for informational purposes only and does not provide any financial or legal advice. So, what do you think? Was it a case of acting fast and breaking things, or just good old inefficiency? Either way, it's left us all scratching our heads and asking the biggest question of them all, where's our money, Lebowski?